busy today, I see.
The boys and I are going for drinks later, if you'd like to join us.
Don't mind if I do. See you there.
Please.
I am sorry for your loss, mistress. But I can offer your son mercy only if he turns himself in.
I'm trying to find him, but...
The Templars cannot tolerate apostates.
I'm guessing that Templar wasn't here to offer your son his good wishes.
I am Ariane. My boy, Fainriel. He's all I have. All my family. When I learned he had magic, I could not bear to send him to the Circle. But his connection to the Fade, it gives him nightmares. Dreams of demons speaking in his mind.
Less like tattoos and more like somebody drew on her marker on her face when she fell asleep.
Did your son run away?
He learned I had contacted Sir Thrask. He felt I betrayed his trust. He thinks he can live free of the Circle. But I am afraid without proper training, he'll kill himself.
Those look like Dalish tattoos. Why do you live in the city?
I was born to the Dalish, but came to Kirkwall for a time and dallied with a human merchant, Vincento. When I found I was with child, neither Vincento nor my tribe wished the burden of an elf-blooded human infant. I raised Fainriel myself, here in the alienage.
Tell me the whole story.
I learned years ago that my son likely had magical talent, but we could not bear the thought of him locked in the gallows. So we hid. When the nightmares began, Fainriel still refused to contact the Circle. But I truly think they are the only people who might save his life.
When I find him, it's my decision whether he is safer in the Circle or eliminated.
No, please don't hurt him. He's just a boy. Talk to him. I know you'll see he's a good lad. He just needs to be protected from himself. I don't know where Fainriel is gone, but there are 2 places you might start your search. Sir Thrask has been looking for him. If you speak to him in the gallows, he'll be able to tell you what ground he's already covered. And Fainriel's father, Vincento, recently returned from Antiva. He's a merchant in the Lowtown Bazaar. Fainriel might have sought him out.
Tell me about this Templar.
I believe he's a good man. He doesn't hate mages, but sees what it took me too long to realize. Even the best-intentioned mages are at the mercy of their sleeping minds. There are other Templars who are much less sympathetic.
You and Fainriel's father are not married?
Vincento had no desire for a wife or an elf-blooded child. I haven't seen him since the day I told him. I have written, though, to keep him informed about his child. Fainriel wanted to meet him.
I will not leave you fearful for a moment longer than necessary.
He ought to have his own life. Out from the shackles of the Circle. Everyone should.
My husband Wesley was a Templar. They're not all fanatics to be feared.
Your husband was a fanatic.
It has been a lonely time hiding. It's almost a relief to finally confront this openly.
Until I stabbed him in the chest. You remember that? Remember when I stabbed your husband in the chest? You remember that? That was pretty funny. Anyway, I'm going to level up Meryl here. Okay, I thought about that way too much. I've heard you can actually make her into Meryl and kind of into a tank.
Why, hello there.
Talk to Meryl. I've heard you can kind of make her into a tank, and from looking at the talents, I can see how you could do that. Let's talk to her.
I didn't think you'd come.
That's what she said.
I'll find something relatively clean for you to sit on.
I'll be nice to Meryl.
Can I get you something to eat or drink? I have water.
I came here to see you, Meryl. You don't have to fuss over me.
You're so kind. My first guest and I'm already a terrible host. I wanted to thank you for bringing me here, but I'm making a mess of it. How
How about a kiss then?
Whoa, that was fast. Damn.
I haven't exactly had many friends. Not even among my own clan. This is... tricky.
I'm a fast mover.
What made you unpopular with the Dalish?
Being first to the Keeper, I was always a bit secluded. I studied magic and history while the others were learning the Via Tanadal. It's good that I left. I'd have made a terrible Keeper. I was never that good with people.
You seem to be getting the hang of it already.
I'm glad you think so. Thank you for coming to visit me, Hawk. It means a lot to me.
That kiss comment was like totally awkward. Mana is that which defines a mage. It is potential that dwells within a person but doesn't always manifest itself. All men are connected to the Fade. We go there to dream. But only those with the potential may draw upon its power. Mana is, then, a measurement of one's ability to draw power from the Fade. It is this power that is expended in magic. As in all other things, it has its limits. Just as man has the strength to lift only so much weight and no more, a mage cannot work more magic at one time than his mana allows. If he wishes to work magic that would be beyond his strength, a mage must bolster his mana with lyrium. Without lyrium, it is possible for the reckless to expand their own life force in the working of magic, and occasionally ambitious apprentices injure or even kill themselves by overexertion. Yeah, I downloaded the black market, or the ground market, whatever it's called. More books. But anyway, yeah, I downloaded the black market. I didn't realize you actually had to download it. I was kind of wondering where it was, but apparently I need to do a quest to do it. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to respec Meryl. Because I want to swap her points around. Premium content, that'll be it. Go home. Easy one then. Hey, Dog.
He wasn't like this in Lothering. I think he misses the open fields.
Come on. Let's play Fetch the Invisible Ball.
He just needs to get out more. Don't you, boy?
Hey, check out this awesome dog that we never had before.
We might soon have need for a war dog.
Take it. I'm sick of what's-his-name staring and panting.
Rip his throat
Gavin,
out.
honestly, a Mabari understands what you say. Try using his name.
What's wrong with dog? Real easy to remember.
I'm not going to be using the dog, so we'll call him Dog. But yeah, I have no interest in using the dog. Greetings, you don't know who I am, but I have heard of you. I understand you might need items from my collection as well as the means to obtain them. Do not extend this invitation to anyone, but you are not simply anyone, are you? Consider this an invitation in the Black Emporium. Enclose are directions to the passage underneath the city, as is the charm to enter. If you give the charm to anyone, its permission will immediately be revoked, and the consequences will be unpleasant. Adieu, Xenon. From the Kirkwall city map, go to the Black Emporium. You can't make it. Alright, is anything else available? Now that damn it. Word of impact, damn. Still not on the good stuff. Nature damage seems okay. So we don't have any melee now except for tankage and she. Greater Tome of the Mortal Vessel. Gives the reader 1 or more points to spend on attributes. Heck yeah. Sweet. I will give her need willpower for armor. That's what I end up having to repeatedly give her. And she needs it for mana anyway, so might as well. Gotta start working on magic again too. Magic is again your magic damage. In case you forgot. Anything else? Anything else? I don't know where that tome came from. I guess maybe that was from something with Doohickey, I don't know. Where was I going? Ah, Emporium. Easy to find.
Customer.
Oh.
Thaddeus, stand straight. Places, everyone.
Try sample.
To the Black Emporium.
Yeah, this lets you change your looks, I believe. Yeah. But I have no desire. Well, might try to change them cheeks up a little bit. Let me try it real quick. Alright, you probably can't tell the difference, but I think it looks a little better. I guess you probably can't actually even tell. Alright, alright. Enderfell Cleaver. Leave it to Cleaver. Yes, yes, I totally went there. Alright. Let's see what we've got here. Bow can't nobody use. 33 DPS, 63 attack, which is nice. 5% chance to regenerate 3% health. Wow, that's actually kind of nice. That would be nice for her. I've went Blood Mage with, you know, our main character, but I don't think it's going to work. I mean, because you have to put willpower to wear armor. You need magic to do damage. I don't know, so it's kind of a pain in the ass. So, I don't know if it's going to work. I might just buy it for her. We'll see. Estimates of the Mystic. Basically, all this stuff is, oh my god. Main character only. Again. Holy crap. +1 to all attributes ring, +23 health, +7% damage resistance, +1 XP gain. Sexy time. 48 gold though. Cannot afford it. 8 health, 9 defense, and 2 health regen. That's pretty sexy. See, it's not quite as good as mine. Unless she's wearing, I don't think though. Maker's Sigh. Concoction allows whoever consumes it to permanently reallocate his or her attributes, spec, and spell points. Wow, only 1 gold, 34 silver. That was nice. Glad they didn't like go crazy and totally overcharge you for that crap. So that if you respell, you overspent it. I'm gonna buy 1 of these. for her. Crafting materials. Huh. This is the one I'd get rid of. Oh, well, she's gone anyway. Who do I might bring her back? Well, no, who knows? Dalish shortbow. Arcane technique. Whoever consumes elixir gains knowledge of advanced combat techniques. +1 spell talent points. +1 spell talent points. Same thing. +2 attribute points. Fell poison. Physical damage, +1% of the user's maximum health. Health regen, +1% of the user's maximum health. That's interesting. Crow venom, attack speed, -25. Enemy movement, -25. Interesting. Grenade, fire damage, 180. Stun chance, 100%. Nice. Elixir of purity. Recipe for the potion that temporarily transforms the user into an about hunter of evil. Increasing damage inflicted against darkspawn. Crow venom. And armor rune increases the amount of coin. I like those. Armor rune that increases the amount of coin that creatures drop. I totally like those. I'm gonna buy both. I could use that in my main character's helm piece. The hell? Okay, I'm totally reading this one. This one's pretty interesting. The Box of Screaming. I received the box from a man I met in the Silent Plains. He spoke little and had not revealed his name. For reasons I shall not detail here, I had been kidnapped and left for dead in the gray, wind-blasted wasteland. After days of walking, I was parched and close to death. I was about to dash my head on a rock to speed my passing when the man arrived. He possessed a water skin containing an ample amount of water for a person traveling from our location to the Imperial Highway. From there, he said, I could find my way to Solace or Pervertium. He offered to give me the water skin if I agreed to take 3 things from him. A glowing crystalline shard, a bronze sphere, and an iron-bound box with no hinges. I asked the man if he wished to have these items delivered. He said he merely wanted me to have them. It was an odd request, but I was too weak and too desperate to think much of it. So I agreed. The man took the item, he put the item into a little sack, which he handed to me along with the water. What about you? I asked. He said nothing, only pointed in the direction from which I had come. There is nothing that way, I said. He merely smiled at me. I found the Imperial Highway about a day later, and a caravan driver agreed to take me to Pervertium in exchange for the large glowing shard. In Pervertium, I bartered the bronze sphere for new clothes and a room at the inn. That night, I examined the iron-bound box and found no way to open it. I held it to my ear and thought I heard a slow, measured breathing coming from within. My mind was afire with curiosity, and I opened and obtained from the innkeeper a large hammer, thinking to smash the thing open. The moment the hammer touched the box, it shrieked. The shrill sound pierced the depth of my soul. I gave the box to the innkeeper in the morning and felt better for having rid myself of it. Song of Sorrows. Ancient leather, curie ass. Stuff. Pickled apples of Arlathon. interesting. Xenon.
I am the great and magnificent Xenon, the antiquarian.
This is the dawning of the age of antiquarian. Hey, okay. You receive the invitation, then you are fortunate indeed. Xenon is no ordinary man, as you will discover for yourself when you enter the Black Emporium. The item you'll see resting in the chair is not one of the displays, rather it's the proprietor. It may speak to you. That's Xenon using the mystical bauble that has allowed him to communicate since he lost the power of speech. The story tells that Xenon was a Kirkwall nobleman in the Age of Steel almost 300 years ago. Obsessed with the pursuit of eternal life, he made a deal with a powerful witch. Some say it was the legendary Etivan Witch of the Weyers, and his wish was granted. He obtained eternal life, but not eternal youth. His body became decrepit, and he used his vast wealth to seek out ways to preserve it. Some were magical, many were dangerous, and almost all of them were unsuccessful. What remains is an immobile mass of twisted flesh, and I think Xenon's mind has slowly decayed along with his body. He hid away in the Undercity and has slowly amassed a collection that's sure to amaze. If he invited you, he thinks you have the coin he needs to further his search for a cure. I just don't think of stealing anything. The golem is not for sure. Anything, although you're free to look around the shop, I wouldn't suggest staying over long. You might be present for one of the baths his servants give him hourly to keep his flesh from becoming completely desiccated. Trust me, you don't want that. Yikes. So what's the item he's still building?
Some Dane fellow asked, why make a shop so hard to find? Me? Really? He just has no concept.
Hey. He told me not to fondle Androste. Nice stone loops. Alright, let's see, yeah.
Those rare, enchanted goods are the prizes of my collection.
Yeah, he's creeping me out. Alright. Only a 5% chance to regenerate 3% health? See, it says attacks. I wonder if it means, like, with the staff, or, like, any attack. I'm gonna go ahead and get it for Meryl.
Socks.
Holy crap. Oh, that actually is an axe, is it? Oh, it is physical damage. Oops, I didn't realize that. Not how sure that's gonna work. Restricted to a mage, though. It requires magic. That's really weird. I'm gonna try it anyway. Can never have enough socks.
All manner of crafting lore.
Let me go ahead and equip her out with whatever else she can wear that I have on me. Probably should have stripped what's-her-face of her stuff. Oh well. +2 damage resistance? Yeah. Actually, what other rings do you have? Physical damage. She
from throughout the earth. Price is negotiable.
No necklaces. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and save it and have her drink and respec real quick. Alright, after way too much deliberations, I spec'd her. I gave her an AE arcane shield, which increases. Let's see if it actually reflects. I don't think it is. Gives everybody a her arcane shield buff, so that's nice. Go ahead and turn this in. This is just a minor quest. I also bought an extra one of those respec pots. I'm glad those are really low price instead of being.
I would like to know more about being a guard, Aveline.
Are you the Templar who is pursuing the boy Fainriel?
I did not realize his name was known so widely. Perhaps you know Ariane from when she was with the Dalish.
We don't all know each other. There are a lot of clans, you know.
Are you a friend of his?
Have you met him? What is he like?
From his mother's description, he sounds much like any youngster we bring to the Circle. Frightened of his gift, resentful at losing his freedom, convinced he is the one exception to our laws. Hardly someone you would wish the power to murder people with his mind.
No young boy should have to face down demons alone.
It is surprising what sympathies mages evoke. I always expect people to be more wary of their powers than touched by their struggles. If we do not find Fainriel soon, it will not matter. Either he will be taken by the demons, or by less mystical predators. And I have said more than enough on the topic. This is a Templar matter, and we will be handling it.
Aveline, don't you think this matter concerns the whole city?
It does, and you Templars are spread thin to begin with.
True. Sadly, there are more mages fleeing than we can easily keep up with.
Then let the city guard do what we're good at. I can track the boy.
There is a Templar, former Templar, by the name of Samson. He left the Order due to philosophical differences. He has been known to help mages flee Kirkwall. If Fainriel went to him, Samson wouldn't tell me. He stays out of sight by day, but I've seen him at night, near the entrance to Darktown.
I've seen that guy. I think he's like retarded. But yeah, the only reason I was nice to him was because I want to get her on the up and up.
I don't understand all these complete.
Speak to Samson about Fainriel. Samson is usually loitering in Lowtown.
The new Knight Commander's no different than any other Templar.
All Templars are the same. Shake them hips. Who knows them?
Ah, welcome, my dear friend, to Sol's shop. My name is Solicitus. Please take a look around. My apologies in advance. Our shelves are a bit bare at the moment. Actually, if you're interested, I could use a bit of help to remedy that.
Talk.
All business. I like you. It's been too dangerous to leave the city of late, and the substances I require for my creations are, of course, elsewhere. Perhaps you could find them. You'll be compensated for your time, have no fear. I'll also give you first pick of my new creations.
Make up a list of what you need, and I'll keep an eye out for you.
Perfect. A discount on everything in the shop, Syrah.
Find a spider silk gland, dragon's fang, and pure iron bark. I definitely want to do that guy's quest. Amulet of Serenity, plus 8 healing, by and to the character. What's my amulet now? Fire damage? Yeah, I'm not getting rid of that. 1% more fire damage. I'll wait. Restoration bonus. Potion gives health and mana. That's nice. Recipe, restoration potion, sure. Alright, I need to sell some of this crap. Let me go ahead and do that. I'll be back. Alright.
This is yours. Try to keep track of your things.
Thank the Maker and various others. I need to lock this up.
Yeah, so anyway, I realized she can't use the axe because it required 25.
Thank you, my friend. Only one thing on the list left to find.
Okay. Wait, what? I'm guessing it just bugged out. Alright, let's see. Okay, let's talk to Meryl. Sounds good. I'm interested to see how she'll do in combat. I put tons into. I need to do runery while I'm here. Oh wait, this is
People talk about the circle like
the
it's
one
a
place,
prison.
the shop. This is the one. Yeah, I'm fucking can't talk like a not retarded person apparently. But yeah, I put so many points in the Constitution that I forgot to put points into anything else, so she can't use that staff. I'm afraid what's going to end up happening with her is that the way I built her, she's going to have tons of health to cast spells of because she's a blood mage, so she uses health to cast, but no spells. She's going to waste
This
time
city is
in her cooldowns.
amazing. Do you know I saw someone get mugged? Right outside. It was fascinating. Everything happens here all at once. How does anyone keep it all straight?
Someone has jumped outside your door, and that's exciting?
It must be the alien age greeting. Hasn't happened to me yet, though. They must not like me. It's so busy here. So many things just get lost.
Do you miss the Danish?
I miss Haren Pival stories. The creaking of Aravels in the breeze. The city is so busy and confusing. And the elves here are not like my clan. But I'll get used to Kirkwall in time.
The Templars haven't found you, have they?
I've been careful, even among the Dalish. Keepers never work magic in public. And I think the Templars don't even see me. I'm just another elf in the alienage.
Are you feeling lost here, Meryl?
A bit. But I'll adjust. I'm glad you came by. I needed someone to talk to.
Uh-oh. I didn't get any points for that? Bullshit. Alright. Wayward Son is a main plot quest? Huh, that's interesting. That means I'm gonna wait on that. Herbalist task. Find pure iron bark. The Dalish may know where to find it. Do you have anything new in your room that I can borrow? Not steal?